Today, March 31st, is the birthday of the Crown Prince of the Philadelphia mob. He was born into the street life and was the son of the crime boss Philip Chicken Man Testa. To the ladies, he was tall, dark, and handsome. To the men, he was known for being one of the most loyal and lethal members of the Philadelphia crime family as their capo regime. This is the story of Salvatore Salvie Testa. Here are our sources to cover Testa's story. Blood and Honor, Inside the Scarfo Mob, the Mafia's Most Violent Family by George Anastasia. Mafia Prince, Inside America's Most Violent Crime Family and the Bloody Flaw of the Cosa Nostra by Philip Leonetti with Scott Bernstein, Christopher Graziano, and 6,000 Days of Us by Rosina Rucci. We will leave a link to Rosina Rucci's book and all other sources in the description. Since Rosina Rucci's book is hardly recommended in our other videos, we want to make sure she gets the recognition for giving us further insight into Salvatore Testa's life, such as humanizing him and getting a first-person perspective of dating and loving someone who lived a perilous life. The beginning. Salvatore Testa was born on March 31st, 1956 in South Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He was born to parents Alfia Arcidiacono Testa and Philip Testa. His mother, Alfia, was a tall woman with blonde hair and blue eyes and known for witty personality. She had broad shoulders and was built thin. His father, on the other hand, resembled the video game character Super Mario. He had dark hair and a mustache like the fictional character, and ironically, both were Italian blue-collar workers. Philip Testa was built average at 5 foot 8 inches, and he had pock marks on his face from the chickenpox, and he was reported to the press as the Chicken Man, a moniker which he detested. Philip Testa would be involved in the poultry business, but he became more infamously known for being a pivotal figure in the Philadelphia criminal underworld. Philip Testa's friend, Little Nicky Scarfo, and their boss, Angelo Bruno, would be the godfathers to his newborn son, Salvatore Testa. Upbringings. During the 1950s, the silent generation like Salvatore Testa's parents were becoming parents of a newer generation called the baby boomers. The silent generation will witness times of the ending of the Great Depression, World War II, the silent film era, and the rise of the Mafia as an official crime syndicate operating the criminal underworld in many cities throughout the United States. As for the baby boomers, they will be conceived as many soldiers came for World War II, returned, and started their own families that saw a huge surge in a population throughout the world, earning the title of the baby boom. This generation would see the evolution of technology such as television being built and put into many households as opposed to only reading newspapers and listening to the radio to hear their news. However, this generation will also see brutality of many violence that occur within their television households. For instance, the beating and killings of the civil rights leaders and activists, the assassination of a sitting president, and his alleged killer being escorted to a county jail being shot on live television. Then, of course, there were reports of organized crime, especially in the mob. Some were pure fiction like in the movies, and the stories that were in real life. Art can imitate life, and there was life imitating art. You are about to hear the true story of a true mafioso that it seems it should have been a movie made a long time ago. However, this documentary will cover the life of one of Philadelphia's mafia princes, named Salvatore Testa. Salvatore Testa, better known as Salvie, was born and raised in the Italian Market neighborhood just like his parents. The famous mugshot of his father was taken in 1956, the same year Testa was born. The house listed on the mugshot is 1012 Carpenter Street. Therefore, this is the house that Salvatore likely grew up in. Here is a picture of what it looks like today. In his adolescent years, Salvie would graduate from St. John Neumann High School. As Testa was growing in the ranks of school, so did his father in the Cosa Nostra, the American Mafia. His father rose to the ranks of the Philadelphia crime family as the underboss during the reign of the Godfather Angelo Bruno. During the time, Salvie knew about his father's business. In fact, some of his childhood friends, such as Joseph Joey Pungatore, Philip Leonetti's family, connected into the same families as well. Pungatore's family were involved in sports and numbers betting. Their area of operations included in the Philadelphia and South New Jersey region. A man in the making. As Salvie grew up, he stood approximately 6'2". He had dimples on his face, brown hair, and was considered very handsome. In fact, many people believe Testa's looks resembled the 1980s heartthrob Tony Danza, who was famous from the television hit show Who's the Boss? Testa was 18 years old. After graduating from high school, he attended Temple University to get in their real estate programs. However, the young man was sad because he felt he was not fulfilling his purpose in life. He wanted to be just like his father. He decided to drop out of college after attending Temple University for just 1 year. Salvie wanted to go to another big league, the same league his father attended, and that is the mean streets of Philadelphia, and his occupation was a mobster. Now, Salvatore had to prove himself to be an official member. According to Mafia Prince, you had to be 100% Italian and participate in a murder to become an official made member of Cosa Nostra. Salvie convinced his father and other Philadelphia crime family members that he dedicated his life and allegiance. Therefore, he would need to be put to a test. On January 4, 1979, on a cold Thursday in South Philly at 10th and Wolf Street, is reported to be the first time the 22-year-old Testa will allegedly participate in his first murder. He and his alleged accomplice Salvatore Chucky Merlino would assist him to make sure the job was completed. The victim of this fatal night will go by the name of Michael Cifelli, also known as Mickey Coco. Here is the backstory of him.
Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel and check out more of our content. Feel free to give your feedback and suggestions on what we should do next in the comments. This is Infinite Lee Productions. We love ya.